Right now, say I want Josh Taylor and get the Josh Taylor fight because he takes with him. That's right. So anybody on that pipeline right now, that's a big deal.
I talked his ass for the same day that James Tony came and signed the contract. Wow. So I'm talking to Bobo on the phone like this. Look, man, I got Zab on one phone, I got James on one phone.
He's gonna beat Sean. Everybody listen, he's gonna beat Sean. He's gonna beat Sean.
Why you listen to the example of what I'm talking about?
Yo. Hold on. Put us in the mix. There we go. Ooh. Talk about it, my brother. That's how you starting the show. And you're on mute. That's how you're gonna start the show. There you go. Talk to the
known. I just want to make it known. Shout out to my boy. I'm real late, but I'm finally catching up to everything. Shout out to my man, Mr. 8 to the 9, Ring of Fame, Mr. Santana Moss, ladies and gentlemen.
Has it happened yet?
Yeah, it happened like 2 weeks ago, but I'm late because I've been catching up to a whole lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, I know you did the event with him, so I didn't know it was before or after that.
Yeah. I just want to let it be known. He's known as the Dallas Cowboy killer.
Cat. That's something that John made up.
It's not Cat.
That's Cat.
It's not Cat.
Bama get one game winning play and then he's a Cowboy.
Bro, that wasn't one game winning play. That was 2 back-to-back Hail Marys, or you could call them. You know what I'm saying?
It was one game, my guy. It was one game.
It don't matter. It don't matter. That game will go down in history.
It go down in your history. It go down in your history.
It's an NFL history. It's an NFL history.
I mean, an
NFL history.
You don't want to. I mean, let's not get into that. You really don't want to get into our record versus you and who.
We're not talking about records right now. We talking about
your moments.
We talking about
your moments.
We talking about players. We talking about players. Highlight players. Highlight players. You know.
Hey, welcome to Atlanta where the players play. Oh,
listen, dog. We're
not. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wrong song. Wait a minute.
Listen, dog.
Welcome to Atlanta. Oh, my bad. Introduce yourself while we welcome you to.
Yeah, you know, before all of that foolishness, you know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Brandon Stenard. All right. I want you to know something. It's Wednesday. It's a weird moment in the week. You know, they call it hump day. But honestly, I'm feeling real good right now. Feeling real good.
I know one thing you weren't feeling so good about is what took place on Sunday in Atlanta. Let's start there. Hey, what happened in Atlanta?
First of all, it's a new week now. So we can go back in the past and talk about, you know, the transgressions from last week. You know, we didn't execute to the fullest. There was opportunity where certain players or a certain player that is being paid a good amount of money on the defensive side. That
who's the player? Let's get to be specific. Who's the player?
You know, we're gonna talk about it. Mr. Marshawn Lynch, man. You know what I'm saying? We got
Marshawn Lynch is retired. You mean Lattimore?
I mean Lattimore.
Okay. Lattimore. Marshawn Lynch is in retired mode.
You know, I've been thinking about
beast mode. We are not coming for you. We are not doing that. Go ahead.
Yeah. Because you know, I don't know how I did that. Marshawn Lattimore, man. Marshawn Lattimore, man.
Y'all traded for him too. Right?
Yeah, we traded for him.
Keep on going.
We traded for him. You know, yeah. I mean, it was definitely something that I ain't gonna say I saw, But like usually when you do something like that, it's just like, all right, it's either gonna be a yay or. And last year, because of injury, we didn't see so much. But when he did play, he was doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? But
You see
coming
that?
towards that playoff game, we started seeing some stuff. I don't know if anybody else did, but it wasn't always the best when it came to Marshawn coming towards the end of the season, going into the playoffs. So, yeah, that definitely was a headache. But again, like I said, and I told one of my folks, better early than later. We gonna knock all of this stuff out right now. Better earlier than later.
All right, so here's the thing about it. One thing I'm gonna give you a speckle of grace. The speckle of grace I'm gonna give all y'all is the fact that your main guy, is not there. And two of your main guys wasn't there.
No,
We're gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you a speckle of grace. I'm gonna give you a speckle of grace. You better take this grace card. You better take this grace card. You need this grace. You need this grace.
No, I'm not. Before you even. The reason why is, like I said, we really them. We really them. So it don't matter who we could have had what's the fella name that the second string for the Cincinnati Bengals that
Browning, Jake Browning.
We could have beat Atlanta if we had him. Not saying anything against Marcus Mariota, but I'm just saying that even with Marcus, his playing, it wasn't the best, but it was good enough to put us in a position later down the line where we could have done something. So if, again, certain folks on defense, which, we have a great defense. It's just that we have a great defense. We have a great defense. We have a great defense.
Hey man, listen, man. Hey man, knock it off, bro. Knock it off, bro. Stop that stuff, bro. Stop that stuff. Your defense about a half a snare better than ours, and we are garbage on defense. I mean,
I'm talking about
terrible.
We may give up some yards throughout the game, but when it comes to those pivotal moments, we I believe that we can really execute. We really can. We can
on defense. Hold on. I'm giving you offense, which you want. Your stars wasn't playing, but you're saying you got a decent defense. No, you don't. No, you don't. Not, you may listen. Last year your defense may have been playing good. This year it is not. Do you realize, sir? The team that just scored 34 on you went to Krispy Kreme the week before. They got shut out by Carolina. Correct. They didn't even score the week before and gave you 34. That speaks volumes about your defense, man. Your defense is as bad as ours. Ours is bad. You're not that much better. Your defense is hard.
Okay. We going live again tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna have the clips for you, and I'm gonna show you exactly
what clips can you show me. What clips can you show me?
I'm gonna show you.
What clips can you possibly show me? I just want to know what can you show me is what I want to know. What can you show me that's gonna take them 34 off the board?
Look and see how many plays that were set up when Marshawn Lynch was targeted. I mean, scores. Look, just.
Will you stop calling that man Marshawn Lynch?
I mean, Lattimore, bro. Listen. Right
now, because these clips go around. We don't need beast mode like what you talking about me
for. Listen, man. It's all love, bro.
Man, beast mode can be like, why am I targeted?
Hey,
I'm just playing.
Man, beast mode. Listen, bro.
And listen, your man got burned so much you don't forgot his name. That's how bad that is.
That's
you
what
can't
I'm
even remember his name. You can't even say my man's name probably to man. You don't got cooked so much. Listen, man, I'm just trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny. The week before,
I knew his name.
The week before, even the game you won against the Raiders, your secondary had dudes running wide open, bro. I picked the dude up on fantasy because he cooked y'all so much. But I didn't realize he wasn't that good. It was just your secondary is bad. Your secondary is bad. Ours is bad too. Speaking of ours,
I'll tell you now, our communication is going to get better. That's why I said early better than later.
All right, so I think it's safe for me to say this to you, right? I'm not saying we're going to win the game, no, because the way my defense look, but let's be clear. When we see y'all on October 18th, I think it's pretty clear. You're going to need 40 points. You're going to need 40. We hanging 40 on you. 35 at least. We putting 30 on you. You gonna stop us from scoring 30?
Bro.
You gonna stop us from scoring 30?
By that time period, By that time period, we're gonna be locked in. I'm trying to tell you, we
brother,
locked in.
you better hope CD Lamb still hurt.
I'm not worried about CD. By that time period. By that time period.
You done gone bonkers. You have gone bonkers. You done gone bonkers, bro.
No evidence. By that time period.
You know,
we're not talking about right now. We're not talking about right now. By that time period.
You know, right now we're averaging 40 points a game at home, right?
That's
we're scoring 40 a game. 40 a game.
I told you y'all gonna be a highlight team. I told you that. Y'all gonna be a highlight team. Highlight.
Hey, you better beat the team that beat the Giants Sunday.
Man, y'all record look like a boxing record right now.
It do. It do. But guess what though? What you better hope for is you better not lose Sunday. You better not lose Sunday. You better beat Justin Herbert in them.
Listen.
You better not lose Sunday.
Listen. My prayer is that St. Juice doesn't do what it. Yeah. What is his name? The cornerback for the Chargers. We got rid of him. We drafted him.
Oh, St. Juice.
Yeah. If he has one of them games where the old saying goes, when they trade away somebody and then they quote unquote become that great star, which I don't even know what his stats look like right now.
I don't know how he could be.
Is he cooking?
No, I mean he trash, bro. Listen.
Hey, all I'm saying is it better not be a good game against us. I don't know. I don't think Jaden playing again. I don't think so.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll definitely find out.
We'll definitely have all that news tomorrow in Dallas. A tie. I was at a loss for words. I ain't gonna lie. I turned on that TV because you remember I talked to you before the game started. I was expecting us to get blown out. I thought we was gonna get ran out of the building. I thought it was gonna be a replay of what took place when we played them in the playoff game that time. I thought Michael was gonna have like 2-3 sacks, forced fumble. I just thought the worst. And it looked like it was headed that way because it was 13-0 up until like the last couple seconds of the game. Of the first half, and then we blocked their extra point, ran that all the way back. And I said, you know what? That might be a little momentum shift. You know what I'm saying? That might be a little bit of momentum shift. Then Dak went down the field and scored. Then we caught the fumble. Then we got defined. And I ain't gonna lie, at the end of the game, the only person I did feel sorry for was, and I know I'm hard on him, but I felt so bad for Dak Prescott because he played his little heart out. If I get that Dak for the rest of the year, I'm cool. That's all I want. And now, if he plays like that for the rest of the year, I'm sorry for all of us in the NFC East in terms of which quarterback is who. We gotta have another conversation because that was hooping out that thing. That was hooping out there, bro. Come on, man. My man got away from Micah on his back foot, threw a 60-yarder down the field. My man was out there balling. My man was hooping. I was proud of that.
He knew it. He was smart. He knew he didn't have no time back there. He knew it. He had to get out. He had to run. Micah didn't have no game where it wasn't like he couldn't get to Dak. It was just that Dak was just one step ahead of him. Congratulations.
I don't know what that means. All I know is this. On October 18th, you better have 40. You're gonna need 40.
No,
you're gonna need 40.
We're gonna score.
We ain't gonna choose. You have to score 40.
We're not gonna need 40.
Man, we going up down. And if CD Lamb, and listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. If CD Lamb play, we putting 48 on y'all. Now, if CD Lamb playing 40 guaranteed, you just gave up 34 to Michael Penix.
Man, listen. Man.
Drake London got a ball. Hold on, let's pull this up. Drake London they may have had 2 receivers that had 100 yards. Let me make sure. They may have 2 receivers that had 100 yards. Let me see this thing. Let me go over here. And they did. Oh, okay. Bijan Robinson. The running back had 106 yards. So Bijan Robinson had a touchdown and almost 200 yards worth of offense on y'all. Kyle Pitts went for 70. Drake London went for a ball 10. Man, stop. They had 2 running backs averaging almost 4 yards a carry. Stop playing with me, bro. Listen. All right, so for both of our teams, we got old, but our defense leaves a lot to be desired. So we probably have a great, exciting shootout when y'all play us. We have a great, exciting shootout. Be a great exciting shootout.
I just got a feeling, bro, that like you gonna get back on here on that Monday or whatever day we decide that we have availability, and you gonna be like,
What I'm gonna be
all right,
like? Tell me what I'm gonna be like.
you gonna be like, all right, man, what's
Cause
up,
you know,
y'all?
cause you know, we back on studio Mondays during the month of October. We back on studio on Mondays, so we be in
Respectfully,
stew. We'll be in the
respectfully,
stew.
respectfully. So now, I just want you to know that when we beat y'all, it's gonna be a little party, a little fiesta. Just because that's pre-celebration for the next dub that we're gonna have against y'all. When we here. When we here. Yeah, because we beating y'all in Dallas.
You're gonna need
We are
40.
going to beat you guys.
You're gonna need 40. You're gonna need 40. You're gonna need
we
40.
might need 25.
You're gonna need
we might
25.
need 25.
You go so you
might
hold on.
need
You so you
25.
y'all gonna hold us to 25. You couldn't hold us to 25.
That's
you gonna hold us
fine.
to 25.
Do we want to go down the facts and the reasons and the causes behind it?
No, all I know is a team that didn't score a single point the
That's
week
true.
before
That's
gave
true.
you 34.
That's true.
But yeah,
That's
hold
true.
on. So a team that didn't score a single point the week before gave you 34, but you're gonna shut down a team that scored that's averaging 48.
A trash team. We're
You're
not
not
a trash
trash.
team.
I didn't say you're not trash, but right now
So-
your defense is trash right now.
I can't lie and say that our defense wasn't trash last game. Again, like I said, we are moving on. By this time next week, I'm trying to tell you, conversations about our defense is not going to be the same.
All right, bet we're gonna see. Y'all got you got a perfect test coming up. We'll do our picks tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, because you got San Diego coming up. We got to switch to this. Last night, it was decided last night in a wonderful, unbelievable overtime battle for the ages. Game 5 in Las Vegas, but now it is set. The Las Vegas Aces and the Phoenix Mercury are set for the WNBA Finals. And boy, I'm not gonna lie to you. I gotta say this. I hate the commentators. I hate the online fans. But Indiana, man, listen. Shout out to Indiana, bro. That the will, we not trying to go home. They gave Vegas everything they can handle. Shout out to Stephanie White, Coach Stephanie White. Just a couple weeks ago when we had him in DC, I asked Coach Stephanie White, remember about the resilience of this team, man. And she was just like, man, look, man, we just doing what we practice every day. And I ain't gonna lie, they refused to go down, no matter who's on the court. When Aaliyah Boston was out the game, Kelsey Mitchell was out the game, they still was like, we throwing cautious to the win.
Yeah.
Only thing that saved Vegas last night was they are Vegas. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, these girls are playing their heart out, but that's still Chelsea Gray. That's still Jackie Young. That's still Miss Asia Wilson. Because there was anybody else, Indiana be in the finals right now.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I love me some Odyssey Sims. I was so mad that she was playing for them, but Odyssey Sims, this is the sad thing about the WNBA. They don't have enough teams. They don't have enough roster spot. Last night is a perfect indication that somebody that was out the league, she wasn't in the league, on the biggest stage, giving Jackie Young, Asia, whoever, she was giving everybody that worked last night. Odyssey Sims. Shout out to Odyssey Sims. The Baylor Odyssey Sims. For those that don't know who Odyssey Sims was, she played for so many teams, but we all remember Odyssey Sims when she played for Baylor with Brittany Griner when they won the national championship with Baylor. That was Odyssey Sims and Brittany Griner. But hey, man, what you think about these WNBA finals, man? Listen, we actually was in the building with teams that in the finals. What'd you think, though?
Like I said before, I'm over Asia. I'm all with Asia, bro. I'm all with Asia. I'm with the Vegas Aces all the way. Just because of the post game. It's the post game, bro. That post game interview still holds dear to my heart. Because
talking about Dana Evans? And she been, hey, listen to me. And she been hooping. I was so critical of her, but she been hooping. He came up so big last night.
Bro,
Big.
when I tell you, they just have a very great chemistry, and I feel like even and whoever was to join the team, it's just like unless you just negative, there's no reason why you can't be a part and to make this they like the San Antonio Spurs with Greg Popovich. And like it just seems like that. It's just like wow,
You know
like
what? That's a good point. But guess where Becky Hammond came from? Becky Hammond, after she left the
yeah,
San
yeah.
Antonio team, she coached with the San Antonio Spurs. So she is a product of Pop. She is a product of Popovich. So that's true. So that was a good touch. But I will say this: out of all the teams we covered this year, out of all the teams we covered them all. But they was a vibe. They was a vibe. Like remember I told you, I said, man, look, man, you ain't even gotta watch the game. They whole vibe just on the side. Like the whole time they on the sideline, they dancing, they cheering with each other, they cracking jokes. They are a vibe from the time they get off the bus to the time they leave. They was the only team like that. Other teams had players that was a vibe. They the only ones where the whole team was a vibe. You know what I mean? Everything was love. Shout out to the Los Angeles Aces.
Shout out to the Las Vegas Aces. Get this dub.
Now, before we get to that, the Phoenix Mercury is the team they got to play, and they did not get there without a bit of controversy.
Man,
there was a play. I think it was Game 3, a steal by Alyssa Thomas that's going to be reviewed for the rest of forever. And I think it was a clean steal. I do think that the collision that happened between her and Fee was on accident. It was nothing on purpose like that. She was strictly going after the ball. And I agree that it wasn't a foul. But I do see the other side where they say, that do think it's a foul and all that. But however, Fee was hurt. Coach Shell Reeves was ejected and suspended for the following game. They neither one of them, but whoa, they did not go away quietly because both her and Fee made statements, and they have hammered the league. They have hammered the league. They have called out the commissioner. Man, it's ugly. I don't know where this is going to go, but yes, Fee and Coach Sherry stood 10 toes down on how they feel.
Coach had some stern words. Some stern words. She had some stern words for everybody.
Yeah,
everybody.
And Fee had receipts. Yeah, they went ham. So Minnesota, and I'm gonna tell you what it is. I think it's a buildup because I agree with Minnesota. I think they was robbed out of a championship last year. Yep. I think they was robbed out of a championship last year. But this year, I do believe that the incident that happened with Fee was an accident. I do believe it was an actual accident. It was nothing dirty about that play. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna put it out there. Because a lot of people complain about the refs because the refs are trash. No question. WNBA refs are garbage. However, certain teams, you should not be the front of the line. And I'm going to tell you who you are. That's the Minnesota Lynx, the Indiana Fever, and the New York Liberty. You should not be the ones yelling for the refs. Yes, the refs do stink, but you, my friends, have got away with murder. Minnesota, the team that's starting this whole thing, you've got away with murder. I literally watched you, Indiana, and New York, y'all literally tackling Bammers out there. Literally tackling Bammers. Like one game when I didn't know it was the New York Liberty or the Giants. I didn't know. I didn't know if they was playing the Fever or the Colts. For real. I didn't know if they were playing the Lynx or the Vikings. That's how bad. So listen, you're right. The physicality sometimes get crazy, but you should not be complaining. Like Aaliyah Boston needs to be studied. You know what I'm saying? She needs to be studied. You can do like that. She is calm alone in a female body. That's everything you need to know. I ain't even got if I got to explain what that means. She is calm alone, reincarnated in a female because she is brutal.
If you don't know about the mailman, he delivered a lot of packages on the yeah, man. It's at the point now where I woke up this morning and I started seeing some clips. I'm talking, this is one podcaster, man. He said some wild stuff. I'm talking, we can't even replay it on here. That's how crazy it got. Like I'm gonna send it to you. His name is like Dan Kovich, something like that.
What are you talking about though?
He basically was talking about how soft they got, and then he went into the left side of the field, bringing up personal preferences and giving some very egregious names, calling them certain things that a man shouldn't call a woman, and it was just like, bro, I not even bro, because nah, you ain't no bro. Fella, boy, whatever you want to be called, like that was OC. You're wild for that. You're wild for that. Now I get where you're coming from the side of, okay, y'all need to understand that y'all have gotten to a point where certain things have, like how you mentioned the whole playing hard, the foul. I get it, playoff experience. I still looked at it like that. That was wild. You know what I'm saying? I get it though. I get it from the playoff experience, especially from the NBA side, because sometimes those calls aren't called, and it's cool. And I know that we want to hold the ladies up to a high status. So the conversation, it definitely is like, all right, if that's not called, what's going to happen in the championship? Is it going to take for somebody to get speared for the call to get called?
Here's my thing. They play the game like the men used to play in the 80s and the early 90s. They play the game because that's what hunger does. Because see, when you not getting, notice how when the NBA started getting, now players getting all these $400 million contracts, $350 million contracts. See how soft the game is now? Because they're comfortable. They're comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Whether we win or lose, I'm getting the Brinks truck is lined up. But these women, they're playing to up their product. They're playing to up their brand. They're playing to get. I got to ball out to get what you call it, an endorsement just to get my bread. So I gotta. So their in their mind is the person who's on the other side. If I gotta go through you or a brick wall to do what I gotta do, that's what I'm gonna do because they're hungry. See what I'm saying? Pay them. Maybe they'll lighten up a little bit. We don't want the game. We don't want it too soft. I definitely don't want it to be soft like the NBA. I'm sorry, but
I mean, I don't know how much soft. Well, I don't want to say how much
the
soft,
NBA
but like,
soft. It's
no,
soft.
no, 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 no. I ain't
It's
saying
soft.
that. I ain't saying that the NBA not soft. Good Lord, it's a sponge. All right,
Yeah,
it's a sponge. Like,
cupcake. Yeah,
I
soft.
mean, trust me. We see it. We can create. There are too many highlight reels of flops going around. All right, they look like they could be a part of the WWE out here. Like, it's crazy work. It's crazy work.
Yeah, I
Even
mean
NFL
anybody
league.
can score in the NBA. Anybody guarding them. You know what I'm saying? The scrub, you can get a scrub that's go scoring 20 points. That's how I won that's how I won the NBA fantasy league. My team was full of people that I ain't even never heard of. I don't even know who these people are, but
I
I
ain't
just
gonna
know they
lie.
were scoring.
Some of these NBA teams do make me feel like I can at least make at least one corner three. I ain't gonna lie. I'm
Feel me?
not gonna
I
lie.
mean,
I'm not gonna lie.
you're definitely gonna be wide open.
I'm trying to tell
That's
you.
what I'm saying. So I mean, it's to me, I love the physicality. I just don't like the stupid stuff. Like in certain instances, like when you blatantly see, I'm just gonna use Aaliyah Boston. I'm not picking on you, Aaliyah. You know, we talk, we love. But listen, when you visibly see somebody take their elbow and put it in somebody's neck, come on, bro. You physically see somebody whole neck snap back. Like last night, she knocked Megan Gubson 50 feet down the court. And then when they called it a charge, they were like, it's a flop. Did you not see her knock that? I mean, bro, they like, this is a flop. You sit, look, I'm talking about look, she got whiplash. Her whole neck snaps back. That's a flop. That's not a flop. She got her neck knocked off.
Whole car accident.
Yeah, they had a whole car accident. You know what I'm saying? Like when the game over, listen, when the game over, they in that joint, they got to get healing. I gotta get put the new skin on my eye. You know what I'm saying? For real, bro. You know what I'm saying? And man, go to CVS and give me a box of new skin. Because you know,
Hey.
that's what I'm saying, bro.
Hey, it's crazy work. It's definitely crazy work. It's definitely crazy work. But I can say shout out to the ladies for taking the game as serious though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to him for taking it serious, even after the games. Like where some NBA players will go and work out after the game, like a Giannis or a Steph. They might put an extra 15 to possibly 30 minutes in the weight room after a game. You see majority of these WNBA teams working out after the game.
Oh man, it's a dream. I mean, like I said,
It's not like one. It's at
I'm not even gonna
least
lie. I'm not even. I forgot all about the Wizard season, about the start. I mean, I wasn't even tripping on the Wizard. You know what I'm saying?
hey, hey,
I wasn't even
hey,
tripping on the
hey,
Wizard.
man,
Ain't nothing
listen.
against it, but you know what I said? I said if I don't do nothing else, I got to cover that WNBA, bro. And was it fun, baby? We had a blast.
It was a
We
great
had
time.
a blast.
It was a
We had a
great time.
blast. Listen, for those who ain't never been to a game, you ain't never been around them, you got to go, man. It's the environment is totally bonkers, man. Totally bonkers, man. Everybody
Especially
chilled,
when you're
everybody
winning.
cool.
Especially when you're winning.
And the Mystics, y'all owe me because y'all definitely y'all should have been in these playoffs. That Indiana team, what the Indiana team did, that's what you supposed to did this year. I ain't gonna hold you to being in the championship and doing all that, but you had the talent and you definitely could have did it. And I think they're a good young team. But this CBA negotiation is going to take up a massive part of the off season.
Yeah.
And I just hope that somehow, some way that somebody across there gets the men to do the right thing because they've been cheating these women for far too long. And the women in a position now that like watch Unrivaled this year. Unrivaled is going to have so many more players in it because they're gonna make their whole check this summer.
Yeah.
So how do you sit across from me at a negotiating table? I've already made what you're going to pay me or think you're going to pay me. I've already made it. So now you're going to try to tell me I don't deserve this when I've already made what you're going to give me.
So it's actually interesting that you bring it up because I believe the commissioner made a statement about that within the last 24 hours. I
Oh,
can't look it
she's
up.
burying herself. She's burying herself, but go ahead.
She made if I'm not mistaken, she made a statement saying that they ought to be thankful that
Yes.
she got
Yes.
the deals for them
Yeah.
or something like that.
No, he's basically saying that if it wasn't for the WNBA, these endorsement deals that these players are getting, like Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, that they wouldn't get these deals if it wasn't for the WNBA. Well, in some cases that's true, but in many of them they're not because she didn't get Fee her deal. She didn't get Asia her deal. She didn't get Caitlin her deal, and they didn't give Angel and Caitlin was made before they got to the WNBA.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? Before they set foot on the court, they was millionaires.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They came in the door. Like basically, to be honest, they did the WNBA a favor.
A favor. Yep.
They did you a favor. I mean, thank God for this. This is the thing. Thank God that what the WNBA got going for them is that these women know that without the WNBA, their legacy will not be what they needed to be. Nobody celebrates the champion from overseas. Nobody's running behind the winner from Unrivaled.
Yeah.
This is where my legacy is attached to. So I want to be here because in order for me to be mentioned with the Maya Moores and all these people, I have to go through this. But financially, I don't need you. I don't need you. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. But we got to get out of here. We definitely going to be back tomorrow telling people where they can find you and the things you got going on.
Brandon Stennard on every piece of platform that's out here. Brandon Stennard. All right. What I can say is that I'm working on some reels right now to get ready to share about the previous NBA season that just ended. Well, not just ended, but ended back then. And some WNBA stuff. So stay locked in. Like I said,
Greg.
shout out to my boy.
Greg.
Congratulations. I'm late. I'm like 2 weeks, 3 weeks late. Shout out to Mr. 8 to the 9 again. Ring of Fame, Washington Commanders. You already know what it is. The real is right here. Well, not right here, but that was my little video bit. Praise God.
You forgot your Red Grant show.
I ain't forget that. You can also check me on Red Grant in the Morning every Monday morning at 10 a.m., where I'll talk about sports and some news that has occurred within the time period of the week. Yeah.
And this is AK the Apostle. Let's Talk Sports Show. You can follow me. If you have not done so, please like and subscribe to the Let's Talk Sports Show. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and everything on all platforms is either AK the Apostle or Let's Talk Sports. It's going to be one of the two. And like I said, we still got so much stuff to bring you, so much stuff we're going to give you. We will be back tomorrow to do our picks and predictions and talk about some other things. But listen, we listen. In the next couple of weeks, we're gonna be hitting y'all with some interviews. We got some stuff going on. We're back in the stew starting next Monday. We are back in the stew, which Monday will be my 53rd birthday. But we'll get into that. All right, man. We out of here, man. Peace and
Peace and blessings, everybody.
head grease.